between Ratan Tata and Cyrus Mistry, which started on the 24th of October, has now snowballed into a full-blown corporate war, which has brought to the fore the issue of independence of independent directors. Now, CNBC TV 18 learns that ahead of the November 14 Tata Motors Board meeting, Tata Sons had sought legal opinion from eminent corporate lawyer Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas on the conduct of independent directors. Ronojoy Banerjee, who broke that story, is here with the details. Ron, take us through the issues on which Tata Sons had sought clarity and what was really the response of lawyers?
Well, essentially, this legal opinion was sought after two board meetings, Indian Hotels Company Limited and Tata Chemicals, where the independent directors had come out unanimously backing Cyrus Mistry. And now it's evident that, that at that point in time, the Tatas were clearly concerned. Following which they sought legal opinion from Shardul Shroff Amarchand Mangaldas, and the legal clarity was sought on whether the support that the independent directors had given to Cyrus Mistry had any legal force or not. That's one. Secondly, they sought clarity on whether the conclusions of the independent directors need to be placed before the rest of the board, that is the non-independent directors, the executive board members of the companies. And they also sought clarity whether the independent directors' position on Cyrus Mistry needs to be publicly disclosed through the stock exchanges. Now, what I understand from my sources is that before the 14th of November Tata Motors Board meeting, this legal opinion, which Shardul Shroff Amarchand Mangaldas had provided to Tata Sons, was circulated among the board members of Tata Motors. What did Shardul Shroff Amarchand Mangaldas say? They opined that because group companies like Tata Motors, Tata Chemicals get a lot of significant benefits from brand Tata Sons, therefore independent directors need to take, need to keep the long-term benefits of the group companies in mind before taking a call on Cyrus Mistry. They also said, and I think this is important, that no liability will accrue to the independent directors if their views are slightly different from the views of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Remember, this was an issue that many of the independent directors were concerned about because many of them had given glowing accounts of Cyrus Mistry, and they feared that if they towed the Tata Sons line, that might be sort of in contradiction as far as the NRC report is concerned. Did this legal opinion sway independent directors of Tata Motors in any way? That is hard to tell, but I can tell you that at least one or two independent directors had raised concerns, and they questioned why the Tata Sons had actually sort of put forth the legal opinion of Amarchand Mangaldas, and why did they share it with the rest of the board members? Because they felt that this might be interfering with the affairs of the independent directors.
All right, Ronojoy, we'll leave it at that.